You don't realize when it begins. It always starts quietly, almost innocently, like a tiny spark you don't pay attention to. You meet her maybe by chance, maybe online, maybe through a friend. She says something simple, "Hi," or "Nice to meet you." And for reasons you can't explain, your mind decides that those 2 seconds are special. Suddenly, she's not just a girl. She's someone who feels different, someone who feels like possibility. And from that single moment, the idealization game begins. You start noticing her little things, the way she smiles without showing all her teeth, the softness in her voice, the way her eyes move when she's thinking. None of it is extraordinary, but it feels extraordinary because you want it to be. You start filling in the gaps, imagining who she might be, assuming the best without even realizing it. Maybe she's kind. Maybe she's loyal. Maybe she's emotionally deep. Maybe she'll understand you better than anyone else. These thoughts don't come as words. They come as feelings. They slip in quietly and settle deep, and suddenly you're not talking to her. You're talking to a version of her your mind created. An upgraded version, the dream version, the one who never makes mistakes, never disappoints, never walks away. The real her doesn't even get the chance to introduce herself fully, because you've already written the script of who she should be. That's what idealization really is, falling in love with your own imagination. You start overlooking things. She replies late, but you excuse it. She's inconsistent, but you call it busy. She forgets something important you said, and you shrug it off as nothing. She jokes with other guys in a way that bothers you, but you tell yourself she's just friendly. Every red flag gets painted a soft color. Every warning sign gets explained away. You aren't blinded by her. You're blinding yourself. It's like you're secretly scared that if you actually look at her clearly, you might lose the dream too soon. So instead, you protect the fantasy. You protect the idea of who she might be. You protect the potential of her because reality feels too fragile, too unpredictable. And the crazy part is, she has no idea you're doing any of this. She's just being herself, flawed, human, inconsistent, but in your head she's flawless, she's special, she's the exception. You start thinking about her more than she thinks about you, imagining small moments like sitting together, talking for hours, traveling someday, laughing over stupid jokes. You imagine how she'll react to your achievements, your dreams, your pain. You picture her comforting you, supporting you, being there in ways she has never promised. You start building a whole life with someone who hasn't even shown you her real self yet. And somewhere in the middle of all this, something shifts. The more perfect you make her in your head, the more insecure you feel in real life. She becomes this high pedestal figure, someone who seems too good, too beautiful, too special. You start thinking you need to impress her, win her, prove yourself worthy. You start texting first, waiting longer, overthinking her tone, analyzing her emojis. You stop being yourself around her and start becoming the version you think she would like. And because you're scared of losing her, you never truly express what bothers you. You take less. You give more. Without even noticing, you start shrinking yourself. The idealization game always feels good at first, but slowly, quietly, it begins to hurt. Because the real her cannot keep up with the version you created. She makes mistakes. She disappoints you. She's not always sweet, not always attentive, not always available. She's human, and humans can never compete with fantasies. Eventually, the illusion starts cracking. You notice she's not as invested. She forgets to reply. She doesn't remember details you thought were meaningful. She pulls away a little. She gives energy to other people, but not to you. And the worst part, you take it personally. You feel rejected, betrayed, confused, because it feels like she changed, but she didn't. She was always like this. You're just seeing her clearly for the first time. That moment hits hard. The disappointment is so sharp it feels like heartbreak, even if you were never officially close. You feel like she lied to you, but she didn't. You lied to yourself. You weren't in love with her. You were in love with a version of her that existed only in your mind. And then comes the realization that breaks most men. Idealization wasn't really about her at all. It was about you, your loneliness, your longing, your hope that someone could finally fill the empty places inside you. You didn't want her. You wanted connection, affection, understanding. She just happened to be the person you projected it onto. But here's the truth no one tells you. You don't need the fantasy. You don't need perfect. You don't need to turn someone into a goddess to feel worthy of her attention. The real you, flawed, imperfect, messy, is enough. And the right person won't need to be idealized. She'll show you who she is clearly, consistently, without mixed signals. She won't confuse you. She won't require imagination to love. The idealization game ends the moment you stop writing stories about people and start letting them reveal their own. It ends when you stop chasing potential and start valuing reality. It ends when you realize that connection built on truth is stronger than any fantasy your mind could ever create. Because love doesn't need perfection. It needs presence. It needs honesty. It needs two real people showing up for each other without masks, without projections, without illusions. That's when you finally see her, not the fantasy, not the dream, not the ideal, but the real person behind it all. And that's the moment you stop playing the game.